my name's Stephen Bay. I'm a teacher of geography at Prior Percival College, and I want to talk to you this afternoon about doing geography A-level. I've been teaching geography A-level for over 20 years at Prior, and I just want to give you a few kind of reasons as to why you might consider doing geography at A-level. Well, I think the first reason is, well, geography is quite hard to define. It's everything that's out there in the environment around you and about the people who live in it and about how they feel about it. And that's one of my reasons for today stood here in a stream trying to explain to you why do A-level geography. Well, most of you looking around and all you see is a stream. But to an A-level geography, you'd see so much more than that. You would see this kind of really important part of the water cycle. We look at things such as weather and climate. We would look at what's happening with our river systems. We're looking at water supply. We would even examine the whole nature of the environment. So everything from these trees that we see around us to how they're faring. And we like to put that in a big context often in geography. So we look at things like climate change. We would be examining things such as weather systems, like why is it so sunny today? Why has it been so warm and unusually warm for this time of the year? We put that into context with understanding how that relates to things like natural hazards and processes. So geography looks at lots of different things. It builds upon what many of you may have studied at GCSE, but we don't assume that. So it can be a new subject to you. I think my real passion comes from it has been a subject which teaches you to ask questions. Like I stood here and I'm wondering, well, where's all this water going to? Where's it come from? How does that fit in with things like the water cycle and groundwater? Okay, it hasn't rained for over 2 weeks now, and yet the river's still flowing. So where does the water come from that makes that happen? And ultimately, at the moment, it looks quite safe. It looks picturesque, but it doesn't always look like this. So how do we deal with things like flooding? And what is our resilience towards things like flood events? So it's testing that and our understanding of it, because in the near future, it is likely we'll be faced with a much warmer climate, much wetter climate. And it's asking those questions and what are our answers to them? How do we become more sustainable? So geography is really about understanding our environment, the immediate area, but equally asking some of those big questions as well, such as things like the carbon cycle and how we are coping with things like rising CO2 levels globally, and what the implications are for us as people who live in this environment. Because we are part of it, we're part of the solution as well as being part of the problem. So geography is about asking questions and looking at different types of evidence and data and evaluating those different opinions. There's no easy answers to any of these, but then who said that geography A-level was going to be an easy subject? Why a lot of people do it though is they want to do geography A-level because it's a facilitating A-level. It takes you on to doing lots of different types of courses at the degree. And past students have gone on to do things like marketing, law, banking, the media, but equally many students have gone into other fields like medicine, dentistry, veterinary science, engineering, and it's just one of those great third subjects for many of you which you're not sure as to what you want to do, to keep all those options open for the future and give you transferable skills for whatever you want to do. Something like 50% of geography graduates go on into business and accountancy, especially things like management consultancy, after doing a degree in geography. Not that many will go to those immediately obvious careers such as environmental work or planning or map work and cartography or information. So there's lots of different opportunities that you can use the skills that you get from doing an A-level with us into using it for your future, whatever career or wherever that path might take you. But hopefully, by the time you've finished your A-level, you'd have a different way of viewing the world and perhaps see the world as a more rich, more diverse and more interesting place than what you might first have given it credit for. And it isn't just a stream, it isn't just trees, but actually it's a whole complex set of systems all interacting. And that's hopefully what geography will teach you, how to view the world in its entirety, in its rich tapestry that it has. Thank you for listening to me. I'm Stephen Berry from Stream somewhere in the northeast. This is the type of place that we like to do field work in, have students doing working. So this is why I want to be here still on an evening, in my welly boots. This is where I'm at home and happiest. So I'd like you to join me. Thank you.